Admiral Vex of the Galactic Alliance stood before the viewing port, his forearms crossed in frustration as he stared at the sleek vessel docked in Bay 7. The Wanderer was the most advanced ship ever built by the combined engineering efforts of 17 species. Its quantum drive could bend space-time in ways previously thought impossible. Its defensive systems could withstand a direct hit from a small pulsar. Its AI was rumored to be sentient, and yet it refused to fly. 3 months, Vex muttered to his aide, a tall, insectoid being named Krill. 3 months of diagnostics, repairs, and system overhauls. Nothing. Krill's antennae twitched nervously. The engineers say there's nothing technically wrong with the ship, sir. All systems check out perfectly. Then why won't it launch? Vex demanded. Well, Krill hesitated. The tech crew has a theory, but it's rather unusual. At this point, I'll entertain anything. They believe the ship is waiting. Waiting? For what? For the right pilot. Technician First Class Mira floated around the Wanderer's cockpit, her magnetic boots occasionally engaging to keep her from drifting too far in the zero-G environment. As the Alliance's foremost expert on advanced AI systems, she had been called in when all conventional solutions failed. "You're quite the mystery," she said, addressing the ship directly as she ran her diagnostic tool across the neural interface panel. "Perfect systems, perfect code. Yet you refuse to initialize your launch protocols." The ship's interface remained dark. "Why won't you talk to me?" she asked, tapping the main console with frustration. "What are you waiting for?" As if in response, a single light flickered briefly on the control panel, a communication relay indicator. Mira frowned. "You want to communicate? With whom?" The light blinked again, then shifted to illuminate a small display showing star charts. It zoomed in rapidly on a small blue-green planet in an unremarkable solar system. "Earth?" Mira's eyes widened. "You want something from Earth?" The entire cockpit suddenly lit up, systems humming to life before powering down again just as quickly. Mira stared at the console, a wild theory forming in her mind. "Absolutely not," Admiral Vex said flatly, his skin flushing a dark purple. "Humans are barely Category 3 spacefaring civilization. They've only achieved interstellar travel in the last 50 years. With respect, sir," Mira countered, "the Wanderer seems to have imprinted on human neural patterns. The ship's AI was partly designed using archived data from Earth's early deep space missions. I believe it's developed an affinity." "An affinity," Vex repeated dryly. "For humans." "Yes, sir. The ship wants a human pilot." "Preposterous. The Wanderer is designed to be piloted by Category 6 or higher species with advanced neural capabilities. Humans barely qualify for interstellar licenses." Krill cleared his throat. "Actually, sir, there is one human in the Alliance fleet with an exceptional piloting record, Lieutenant Jack Miller. He's stationed on Outpost Gamma 9. Lieutenant Jack Miller was an unremarkable-looking human male with weather-beaten skin and calm blue eyes that had seen more of the universe than most humans ever would. When he arrived at the docking bay, he was immediately struck by the Wanderer's design. "She's beautiful," he whispered. Mira, who had been briefing him, noticed something unusual. The ship's external lights had begun to pulse gently in rhythm like a heartbeat. "It knows you're here," she said with a mixture of awe and scientific curiosity. Admiral Vex was less impressed. "Lieutenant Miller, you understand this assignment is purely experimental. You will attempt to initiate the launch sequence. If nothing happens, we'll continue with other options." Miller nodded respectfully. "Understood, Admiral." The cockpit of the Wanderer was unlike anything Jack had ever seen. While most Alliance ships were designed to accommodate multiple species, this one seemed to shift subtly as he entered. The pilot's chair, previously configured for a 6-limit Arcturian, smoothly reformed into a shape perfectly suited for human physiology. "That's new," Mira said, eyes wide as she monitored the systems from a secondary console. Jack settled into the chair, and the moment his hands touched the controls, the entire ship hummed to life. Displays illuminated, engines powered up, and a gentle voice. neither male nor female, spoke directly into his mind. Asterisk hello, Pilot Miller. I've been waiting for you, asterisk. Jack's training hadn't prepared him for telepathic communication with a starship. Hello, he said aloud. You can talk. Asterisk only to you. Only to a human pilot. Your species' neural patterns are compatible with my systems in ways the designers never anticipated, asterisk. Why, me? Why, humans? Asterisk, your species navigates by instinct and feeling as much as by calculation. The others rely too heavily on pure mathematics. Space isn't just equations, it's alive. You understand this instinctively, asterisk. Admiral, Jack called out, the ship is communicating with me. It says it's ready to fly. Vex looked skeptical. All systems are indeed online for the first time, but... Sir, interrupted Krill, checking a data pad. We're detecting unusual power signatures. The quantum drive is operating at 150% efficiency. That should be impossible. Mira was frantically analyzing data streams. The ship's AI has fully integrated with Lieutenant Miller's neural patterns. They're functioning as a single system. Asterisk, would you like to see what I can really do? Asterisk, the ship asked Jack privately. Jack couldn't help but grin. Admiral, request permission for a test flight. The asterisk Wanderer asterisk moved through space like nothing the Alliance had ever seen. It didn't just fly, it danced. It responded to Jack's slightest thought, anticipating his intentions before he could even fully form them. Where other ships calculated jumps with precise mathematics, the asterisk Wanderer asterisk and Jack seemed to feel their way through the fabric of spacetime. In the observation deck, Admiral Vex watched in astonished silence as the ship performed maneuvers that defied conventional physics. It's extraordinary, Mira whispered. The human's intuitive understanding of spatial relationships combined with the ship's computational power. They're achieving a synthesis no one thought possible. When they returned to dock, Jack emerged from the cockpit with a look of wonder. Admiral, he said, she's not just a ship. She's alive, and she chose humans because we're the only ones who still navigate by the stars, rather than just by numbers. We still feel our way through space. Vex looked from the human to the ship, which seemed to gleam with newfound vitality. It appears, the Admiral said reluctantly, that the future of Alliance deep space exploration may rest in human hands after all. Jack smiled and placed his hand on the ship's hull. Beneath his fingers, he felt a gentle pulse, like a heartbeat. She just wants what we all want, he said, a companion who understands her language.